Breaking news. This is important information to all Jamb candidates, those that are seeking admission in this 2025/2026. Jamb have made it open and clear that they have created a deadline for admission seekers. So if you don't fall within this circle, if your admission fail to fall within this circle, that is a problem for you right now. So in this video, we bring you the latest update from that very Jamb concerning 2025 admission deadline. They have actually established a deadline for every admission in Nigeria across the tier institutions, that is federal university, state university, polytechnics, and the rest of them. So they just announced the deadline for public, private universities and others in Nigeria. This is what you must pay attention to. Clearly pay attention to this. So Jamb has clearly announced that all tertiary institutions must complete their 2025 admission exercise between October 30th and December 31st, 2025, so that they will be able to generate your what? Jamb admission letter. Any admission that comes after this will never ever have admission letter, and you can never go for NYSC. It will be very, very difficult for you. Very, very difficult for you. This is an announcement they just made. So this means universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education must wrap up all admission processes before the deadline. Students seeking admission must take this information very seriously to avoid missing out. As we explained earlier, failing to meet the deadline could make you lose your admission opportunity. Jamb has emphasized that no school should process anything outside that very range. They made it clear to the schools, passed the information, the circular to the what? Schools. So as we explained earlier, so Jamb emphasized that no school should process or upload admissions after the deadline. This announcement is part of Jamb's efforts to ensure a smooth academic calendar nationwide. They are just doing this to make sure that they have a robust and organized academic calendar nationwide. They want all the universities involved in Nigeria academics to have a unified academic calendar that no one can alter. That is what they are trying to do right now. So we also discussed how institutions are expected to comply with this directive. Candidates are advised to check their admission status regularly on the Jamb CAPS portal, which I have showed you how to do it. I have, on this very success media, I have taught you how to do that, how to check your admission status, because some schools may not go by list. They may send your admission status on your email, Jamb CAPS portal. So if you have been offered admission, make sure to accept it before the closing date. Do not wait until last minute to take action. Many students miss their admission every year due to negligence or misinformation. This is why it is important to always stay updated through credible sources like this very platform. We highlighted some tips on how to secure your admission faster. You will learn the proper way to follow up with your school of choice. Make sure all your documents are ready before the admission closes its portal. Remember, Jamb will not extend this deadline once it expires. So if there is anything you should upload, start uploading everything right now. If you have been offered admission, start uploading everything right now so that it will not exceed that very deadline. Make sure all your documents are ready before the school closes its portal. Remember, Jamb will not extend this deadline. I repeat, we urge every candidate to stay proactive and informed. Follow all the instructions given by Jamb and your school. Our platform will continue to bring you verified updates on Jamb and our platform will continue to bring you verified updates on Jamb admission and that of next year's Jamb. We are preparing for it. Everything about the registration requirements shall come to you through this platform. So this is why you should subscribe to this platform. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications for future updates. Don't forget to share this information with your friends. It might save someone's admission dream. This is why we deemed it fit to bring into you everything that comes from Jamb. Anything that drops in Jamb, we bring it to this very platform so that you see it from your desk, that is your phone. So make sure you subscribe for more updates and many other things. So let's go into the details now and show you what Jamb also presented their establishment on this. Let's just go into the details. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, Jamb, has announced October 30th to December 31st as the official deadline for admission 2025 across tiers of tertiary institutions in Nigeria. So warning institutions that fail to comply with the approved timeline risk losing their unprocessed candidates. In a statement issued on Friday by the board's public communication advisor, Fabian Benjamin, Jamb stated that the decision followed critical resolutions reached at the 2025 policy meeting and admissions held on July 18, 2025 and chaired by the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa, criticized resolutions. The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa, critical resolutions were reached regarding the timelines for 2025 admission exercise. According to Benjamin, public universities were to compulsorily complete and forward their recommendations of suitably qualified candidates who selected them as their first choice to Jamb on or before Tuesday, September 30th. On the other hand, private universities are required to submit their admission recommendations on or before Friday, 31st, 2025, to allow sufficient time for other tertiary institutions. Benjamin said that the 2025 admission exercise would close on different dates for different categories of institutions. According to him, it was further agreed that 2025 admission exercise would close as follows: public universities start 1st October 2025, private universities 30th of November, and other tertiary institutions, polytechnics, colleges of education 31st December 2025. Benjamin noted that the timeline were designed to ensure a structured and predictable academic calendar across all institutions and to allow every tier of tertiary education to conduct its admission processes seamlessly. This is what they said. And right now, all candidates are advised to follow everything they are doing for the admission diligently and appropriately. Do not make mistakes. Avoid making mistakes. Make sure that all you are submitting should be your original credentials. Everything you are submitting to the school's portal, everything must be your originals. If you have never collected your original WAEC, NECO, GC, kindly do so. Get the originals, submit them very, very well. Let it be very clear. Get your originals, keep them together with you. This is what we have been saying on this very platform. Keep your originals. Everything you must submit, let it be originals. It is very, very vital, so much important. These are the mistakes you shouldn't make. Your first school leaving certificate, everything, local government identification, keep every detail of you close to you. If they are required, you present them immediately. Do not make mistakes. Avoid making mistakes. When you are required to submit your local government identification, go to your local government, get the originals there. Don't stay in Enugu town or anywhere you are staying, Lagos town, Abakaliki town, Abuja town, Edo town, Northern town, whereas that place is not your local government. Go to your local government and get the real identification letter. Not when you fill a form that you are from Sokoto, you get Jigawa local government identification. That is very wrong. It may complicate your admission what status or other things. Before you graduate, you may what have a problem. So these are the things you must follow. Make sure you subscribe to this very channel for updates from us. Anything happening around Jamb admission, we feed you with that proper information you needed to what know here on this very Success Media. Make sure you share this information with others. Anything someone is promising you about admission, watch this scheduled deadline and make sure that it tallies with it. Anything outside that, Jamb may not generate your original admission letter for you. And be very careful to avoid someone giving you what fake admission letter, which Jamb announced last year. About 17,000 plus candidates were offered fake admission letters from those running their admissions for them. So try to avoid this if you must what excel in your academic what pursuit. Thank you so much. Do have a lovely day ahead. Make sure you share this information and subscribe to this very channel as soon as what's possible. Click subscribe on the button up there to get what all our details and information. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day ahead. Stay safe. Be safe.